Well, welcome to our second episode of Becoming Bullyproof, where Sumoné is going to tell us a few things about bullies and their targets. Sumoné, welcome again. And I'm quite happy that we're going to start this week. It seems like a lot of people have actually watched our first episode. And I'm going to fall right in. What are some of the common misconceptions about bullies, and what might be the really driving force behind bully behavior?
Also, thank you again, and it's such a nice privilege to be here again in the same seat. So I think the misconception about bullying is really that when someone bullies, you think that they are naughty or there's some type of personality difficulty, but it goes a bit deeper than that. Things such as a power imbalance or a need for power and control over someone else, or maybe emotional displacements. They are feeling inner emotions and they want to transfer to someone else. Or perhaps it can be modeling behavior. So they saw this behavior from a parent or a caregiver, and they actually...
Or maybe even friends.
Absolutely. And then they also mirror that behavior.
Now, what always amazes me is certain people are more likely to be bullied than others. Why so?
Yeah, so bullies want a power imbalance. That is the main goal of bullies. And they usually see a target that they will be able to actually put down that power imbalance. So someone that is more vulnerable or more anxious or won't necessarily speak up when someone is actually bullying them. Perhaps it can be visible behavior, or visible differences, such as hair color, for example.
Which you can speak of.
Yeah, so that was my main reason for actually also being bullied, is my hair color and my genetics. So that can definitely be a type of bullying onset.
So the bullies just choose anything and they hone in on that.
Absolutely.
All right, I have a next question, which is quite long, so I'm going to read it this time. How does bully behavior impact the target emotionally and psychologically, even if it just seems small or just joking? Before you answer, it's so easy for people just to make a small joke, but keep on doing the same thing, and they don't think it's bullying. It's how does it impact the victim, if I can call it a victim?
Yeah, so it actually follows a cycle, right? One joke becomes two becomes three, and after that, it isn't a joke anymore. So that bully can maybe see it as a joke, but that target reads it totally differently, and it has a total different impact than for the bully itself. So, for example, hypervigilancy. So the person actually being bullied will be hypervigilant. They will find themselves in a constant state of fight or flight or survival. Be cautious around them. Be really hypervigilant with their environment that is around them. Or perhaps they will socially exclude themselves. They will isolate themselves, don't interact with other people because they're actually scared of what other people will also do to them.
There's just one thing I wanted to ask as well. Do bullies do it always privately, or is it mostly in front of an audience?
So they want that well done or that applause that you actually did it. So no, it won't be behind closed doors. The only thing that will be behind closed doors is cyberbullying. And that's a whole different ballgame.
The reason I'm asking you that is because if you look at all the videos on TikTok and on YouTube, there's a lot of videos about bullying and how the bully stands up for himself or somebody else stands up for him. But there's always an audience with a bully. Always these, is rugby players or other girls or something like that. There's always a group, and it seems like we're digressing a little bit, but it seems like if they don't do it in front of an audience, they don't get the satisfaction and this elevation in front of their friends.
So, and we will touch on that in the third video as well. But it's really about having that power and that control over someone else. That's really what bullying is all about.
Now we've digressed a little bit into the next question. Okay, so now I'm being bullied. What strategies can I use to respond to bullies? But confidently and safely, because it's not always safe as well. So what can I do as a victim to respond to bullies?
So the first biggest thing is to identify an adult that you can trust, to really identify someone that you can go to find that comfort and that empathy, and someone that will actually do something about this. Not just a teacher that you will tell and they will just wipe it under the mat and forget about it, or will tell you need to sort it out. You want someone that can actually help you and lead the way with you. So that's one of the biggest things, but also to create a safe space for yourself, to know that bullying, you are not alone. You are not alone when you are bullied. So really to get that help.
So this is the end of this episode, but again, we want to say this is not the alpha and omega. Make an appointment if you think that you are being bullied, or that your child is a bully or being bullied. Make an appointment. We've got Sumoné's details on the description here, and get the help. This is just scratching the surface. There's no replacement for proper help and proper consultation. But thank you for watching us. We'll see you in the next episode, and then we'll take it further.
Thank you.